Topping our morning rush, we're learning more about the fourth victim in a string of murders against Muslim men in Albuquerque. Naheem Hussein was shot and killed over the weekend just hours after attending the other victim's funeral. Hussein moved to Albuquerque 6 years ago from Indonesia. On Friday night, he was shot and killed near Truman and Grand, becoming the fourth Muslim man murdered in the city over the past few months.
Well, this morning, the brother of the first victim is speaking out, saying that he will be staying in Albuquerque while others may flee. It's because his brother is buried here. Behind the halal market, this is on San Mateo and Mountain. And again, this is something that the first victim says that, or the family of the first victim says he's going to be staying here. Mahdi and his brother Sharif Hadi, they ran that store. Hadi says he now carries a gun and has added more cameras to the market.
The Albuquerque man who police say killed 2 people while driving drunk is finally charged this morning. In July of 2021, police say 35-year-old Omar Martinez flew through a red light, hitting and killing Robert and Bonnie Hartwig. Martinez survived. He was arrested yesterday. Erica.
Forecast. Temperatures for the school day bus stop starting in the upper 60s. A comfortable morning out there, just the short sleeves needed. And by later this afternoon, it is going to be hot, and we could see a thunderstorm for the bus stop home.
New this morning, police were on scene at a vehicle versus pedestrian crash in southwest Albuquerque. APD says that around 3 this morning, officers were called to the area of Central and 59th. When they arrived, they found one person dead at the scene. We will update you as we learn more.
New news for you this morning. Police in Luna County are asking for your help in finding a missing mother and her 2 sons. The sheriff's office says that Sandra Perry and her 2 sons, Jacob and Matthew Evans, were last seen around 6 o'clock Monday morning in Deming. Anyone with information, you're asked to call the Luna County Sheriff's Office or dial 911. Erica.
All right, and here's a look at our threat index for today. It is a little high. We are going to see heavy downpours, flash flooding possible in the mountains, and some burn scar debris flows possible.
2 of the men charged in the death of Ahmaud Arbery are handed down an even longer sentence after their hate crime trial conviction. Travis McMichael, the man who pulled the trigger, is getting life plus 10 years in prison without the possibility of parole. His father, Greg McMichael, also receiving a life sentence. Their neighbor, William Roddy Bryan, who recorded the incident, sentenced to 35 years.
The FBI now has conducted an unprecedented search of former President Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate. That's in the Palm Beach, Florida area. Sources tell CBS News that the FBI's search is connected to a Justice Department investigation into claims by the National Archives that it found 15 boxes of records, some of which are classified, at the former president's Florida estate earlier this year. Erica.
All right, let's get a check on traffic. The maps are looking good this morning. They're clear. And here's a look at tracker going west on I-40 near Coors. Everything's still moving at speed.
Firefighters were on the scene in Double Oak, Texas. That was to rescue a horse who was stuck in the mud. The Belgian draft horse named Bella was unable to move on Sunday after getting stuck in mud up to her belly. The Denton County Fire Department responded by using ropes to set her free. Bella is now reportedly resting and doing just fine.
Time now for the 5 facts.
At number 5, we are hearing from one of the people who got stuck at the top of the tram for hours. This was after it got shut down because of an electricity outage in the Northeast Heights. We spoke with the general manager of Sandia Peak, who said the circumstances were out of their control and they did all that they could to make sure that the guests were out of harm's way.
Number 4, we're getting a better look at the burglary of Calabur's gun shop. In the early morning hours of February 18th, police say 2 men broke into the Calabur's by removing a small window and then climbing through. They believe the suspect is Alejandro Gonzalez.
And at number 3, we will have a chance for a couple of isolated storms during the afternoon and evening across the metro.
Number 2, the Albuquerque man who police say killed 2 people in a car crash while he was under the influence is waking up behind bars this morning. In July of 2021, Robert and Bonnie Hartwig died after police say 35-year-old Omar Martinez flew through a red light while drunk and T-boned their SUV. The Hartwigs died at the hospital. Martinez survived. He was arrested yesterday.
And at number 1, we are learning more about the 4th victim in a string of murders against Muslim men here in Albuquerque. Naheem Hussein was shot and killed over the weekend after attending the other victim's funeral. On Friday night, he was shot and killed near Truman and Grand. APD is still on the lookout for the vehicle believed to be involved in the murders.